The Magic Ballerina, Rosa and the Special Prize by Darcey Bussell, read by Helen Lacey. Chapter 1. A Dream Come True. Rosa danced across the stage, turning with every step. Her pale blue ballet dress swirled around her as she stopped and spun on the spot. She was lost in the beautiful music, feeling like she was really a dancing water nymph. Ending her spin in a demi-plie, she held her arms up gracefully. The lights on stage were very bright, and she couldn't see the faces in the audience, but she could hear the applause as it burst out. She grinned and held out her hands to the sides. The other girls on the stage ran forward and made a line with her. They were all dressed in different shades of green and blue. They curtsied together, smiling happily. And then the curtains closed. Rosa's best friend, Olivia, hugged her. "Wasn't that brilliant?" Rosa's eyes shone. It was! Her class had been performing a ballet at the local theatre about an underwater kingdom, and she had been the main character, a water nymph called Ondine. "Come on, girls," Madame Zaza, their teacher, called from the side of the stage. "Off you come!" As they left through the wings, Madame Zaza smiled warmly at them. "That was excellent, all of you!" She turned to smile at Rosa in particular. "Well done! I don't think you have ever done so well, Rosa." Rosa glowed with pride as she went downstairs to the dressing rooms with Olivia. There was a TV monitor on the wall which showed what was happening on stage. The next class were performing the Sugar Plum Fairies dance from the Nutcracker. Rosa glanced at her red ballet shoes and smiled to herself. It was amazing to think that she had actually met the real Sugar Plum Fairy. Rosa had a secret. Her red ballet shoes were magic. Sometimes they started to sparkle, and then they took her to Enchantia, a land where all the different characters from the ballets lived. Rosa had been on some brilliant adventures there. She wondered when she'd go again. "Hey, Rosa, have some of these!" Looking round, Rosa saw that her friends were sharing out a big bag of sweets. Pushing the thoughts of Enchantia away, she ran over to join them. After the show, the girls piled out of the dressing rooms and into the theatre foyer to meet their parents. They were all chattering excitedly. Madame Zaza had given them each a glittering hair slide as an after-show present. Rosa's was made of sparkling red jewels, and she had clipped it into her blonde hair. "There's my mum and dad," said Olivia. "See you tomorrow, Rosa." She ran off. Rosa caught sight of her own mum. She was talking to a slim, auburn-haired lady who had a notepad in her hands. "Mum!" Rosa called. Rosa's mother looked around and her face lit up with a proud smile. "You were wonderful, sweetheart," she said as Rosa hurried over. Rosa grinned happily. Her mum had been a fantastic ballet dancer before a car accident had left her in a wheelchair. Rosa's dream was to be a ballerina just like her one day. "Rosa, this is Imogen Green," her mum went on. "We used to dance together when we were younger, but now she works for the Royal Ballet School." Rosa's eyes widened as she looked at the red-haired lady. The Royal Ballet School? That was where her mum had trained. Everyone knew it was the best ballet school in the country. "Hello, Rosa," Imogen smiled at her. "My job is to help organise the auditions for the Royal Ballet School. I am a friend of Madame Zaza's, and she told me she had some very talented young dancers in her classes. Would you be interested in auditioning?" "Oh, yes!" Rosa exclaimed in delight. "I have a list of other girls here too," said Imogen, looking down at her notepad. "There was a girl called Olivia in your class, and a few other girls from the class above." "Oh, wow!" Rosa's head spun. She couldn't wait to tell everyone. "Obviously, this is just an audition, and there's no guarantee that you would get a place at the school," Imogen went on. "And if you did, it's a big decision because it would mean coming to live in London and attending boarding school." Boarding school? Rosa felt as if a bucket of water